This is a practice for opening up those congested pathways when we feel a little bit stuffy or when our bodies are feeling as though they are fatigued and maybe even a little under the weather. Use this practice to begin to open up the nasal passages and the sinus passages and hopefully find a little bit of relief when you do feel congested. So we're first going to begin with the practice of alternate nostril breathing. Use your right hand and just gently cork underneath your nostrils. So just take both finger and thumb, place them directly under your nostrils, but then open up your left nostril. So lift your index finger. Breathe in through your left nostril. Close both nostrils. Then breathe out your right nostril. Breathe in your right nostril. Close both nostrils. Pause at the top. Exhale left. We're alternating from side to side. Inhale left. Close both. Exhale right. Go at a pace that works for you. Keep going. Now, if you're terribly congested, this might feel really uncomfortable. See what happens when you do this practice, when you stick with it, and notice if anything shifts or changes in your nasal passages, in your sinuses. Breathe in left. Close both. Breathe out right. In right. Close both. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close both. Exhale right. In right. Close both. Exhale left. In left. Close both. This doesn't have to be a forced breath. Exhale right. Just let the breath arrive and leave naturally. Now there may be a little bit of challenge with it. In right. Close both. Exhale left. And if you start to get too out of breath or winded, just take a break and allow your body to recover. Otherwise, continue breathing in through the left, closing both nostrils, then exhale right. Inhale right. Close both. Exhale left. One more half of a round. Inhale left. Close both. Exhale right. Release your hand down and witness your body. Witness your nose, and if you can feel if one nostril is easier to breathe through than the other. This is called nostril dominance. And it might be that if you had one nostril that was more open before we did that practice, and now they feel a little bit more in balance, lovely. It might be that it may have shifted or changed. It might be that it may have just shifted the closed nostril to the other side. In essence, alternate nostril breathing is designed to bring balance to your left and right hemispheres of the brain, to bring balance to your body, to your energy. When you're congested, it may have a different role. It may do something just a bit different. So be curious when you approach the practice. Just like you are with any practice that you do, be curious with how it affects your body. It might affect your body one way on a particular day and a completely different way on another day. We get to explore and we get to play around with these practices. The next practice we're going to move on to for clearing out congestion, clearing out illness when we're really feeling it in the face and in the body is to just take your first 2 fingers and place them right in that crease right next to your nose. You could even do this with I've often done this with just my ring finger before. But let's use those first 2 fingers right up next to that crease by your nose and gently press in. You don't have to press real hard. It's kind of an in and up pressing. This is actually the large intestine 1 meridian in Chinese medicine. But this pressure also begins to open sinus passages. So breathing with this, just press and hold. Eyes open or closed, it's up to you. And release. And bring your right hand and hook your index finger into your ear and gently pull upward. So it's kind of like it's opening your eustachian tubes inside your ear. And you're going to pull upward. Then with your opposite hand, gently trace your cheekbone with the outside of your thumb. Or with the finger side of your thumb, rather. So it's as though you're pressing down and then out as your thumb wraps around that cheekbone, all the way out towards the ear. And let's do that 3 times. And then we'll just move on to the other side. So just as you did, hook your finger around your ear and then trace the thumb down and out. So you kind of start at that place where you just pressed your fingers and then press down and wrap around your cheekbone, pressing outward towards your ear, towards the place that's right in front of your ear. 3 times on the left side. And release down. Pause and notice what you notice in your body. What do you notice in your sinuses, in your nasal passages? And just witness. And then with your next breath, use your thumbs and gently hook them just underneath that occipital bone where your eyebrows meet your nose. And you don't have to press real hard, but press in and slightly up. Gentle pressure here. Eyes open or closed, it's up to you. And breathe. If it starts to feel like there's too much pressure there, just lessen how hard you're pressing. If it's painful, it's likely that there's maybe some inflammation, congestion there, tension. We're not about putting pain into your body more, but allowing the body, allowing the nervous system to feel safe enough to let go and to release. And that often just requires gentle pressure. And then use your first 2 fingers and slide them just along your eyebrows, along and above your eyebrows, out to your temples, and gentle circular massage. Back to the center of your eyebrows, pressing outward, gently and firmly, circling at your temples once again. And we'll do this one more time. Pressing outward, then circling at your temples. And from here, just bring your hands up to your scalp, fingertips to the edge of your scalp, the side of your head, and gently begin just pressing back from your scalp towards the crown of your head, almost like doing a little finger massage, but just pressing all the way back, all the way to the base of your scalp. At the back of your neck. And you might even notice there might be some swollen glands or swollen nodules, inflamed glands back here. If we're congested, that's often the case. So just gentle pressure, and maybe even just moving to kind of a raindrop technique where you just walk your fingers up and down that space, just waking that area up, allowing the lymph to flow, allowing the inflammation to flow. And then from the front of your ears down, and you might do opposite hand to neck, from the front of your ear or the base of your ear all the way down your neck. Just gentle pressure down as your hand wraps around that muscle, the sternocleidomastoid muscle that runs right along the side of your neck. Do that 3 or 4 times on each side. Gently pressing down. Find your breath once again and breathe. Allow your body to soften and calm. And if you notice any tension in your shoulders, gentle circular motion, spend a little bit of time massaging here. Wherever you find any hard trigger points, spend a little bit of time moving in a circular motion or sliding your fingers down to that place and then massaging both sides. Remember, you don't have to press terribly hard. When we really press hard into the body, sometimes the nervous system will have a tendency to get scared and then tense up even more. So be gentle with yourself, gentle but firm. And finally, we'll end with this practice. Use your right hand again, your first 2 fingers, just cork your nostrils. Well, first, easy breath in, then easy breath out. Cork your nostrils and begin to gently nod your head up and down, holding your breath while you do so. Nod for 5 to 10 times until you feel a medium air hunger. And once you do, release your hand and breathe. Let your breath recover. Notice if anything has changed within your nose, within your nasal passages, within the inflamed lymph tissue in your face. Then take an easy breath in, easy breath out, cork your nostrils, and once again nod your head. When you feel that medium air hunger, release your nose, stop nodding, and allow your body to recover. Now, if you start to feel really, really dizzy, hold for less amount of time. Just go to that light air hunger, especially if you are pregnant or have high blood pressure. Only hold your breath to that light air hunger. So this may mean that you're nodding even less, maybe just 3 to 5 times. That's okay. And we'll take one more round at that. So easy breath in, easy breath out. Cork the nostrils and nod. Let the breath fill your lungs as you breathe in. Cleansing breath. Exhale out through your mouth or your nose, whatever feels comfortable. Notice if this has shifted or changed your congestion or how you feel in any way. This is a beautiful practice to do if you're starting to feel like you're coming down with something, or if you already have and you just need to nurture your body and nurture this head space that might be feeling a little bit of tension and inflammation at this time. I'm Kathy Stricker, and I hope this helped you cultivate just a bit more health, harmony, and happiness in your life.